Okay, in this section for the angles topic, we are particularly looking at the angles property relating to triangles and quadrilateral. So in an exam question or a question, they will tell you what is the shape and you immediately must relate to the property. So you are expected to know the property, then execute the angles that you are asked to find. Okay, so let's start off with triangles first. Okay, so most of us already know these are the few types of triangles: isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle, and scalene triangle. So for equilateral triangles, all the sides are the same and all the angles are the same. So later on in the section on polygon, you will also be learning the idea of equilateral triangle under something called regular polygon. So all the sides are the same and all the angles are the same. So we use uh, we will indicate that the sides are the same by doing the dash. Okay. And for isosceles triangle, of course, we also know what is it. Okay, isosceles triangle, it is where two sides are the same. So the two sides, there will be two sides that are the same, and then the two base angle will be the same. The two sides where they are pointing to the angle. Then, of course, the third angle will be different. For a scalene triangle, all the sides are different and all the lengths are different. So that's just about the kind of triangle that you will be seeing. Okay, so you are expected to know that equilateral triangle means all the sides are the same, all the lengths are the same. Isosceles triangle, there's only two equal sides, and the two equal sides where they are pointing to will have the two base angle that are the same. Okay, so let's look at the example relating to this. Okay, so in primary school, we also know that in a triangle, it will always add up to 180 degrees. So that one is called the angle sum of triangle. So this property, the three angles in a triangle that will add up to 180 is known as the angle sum of triangle. So for example, in example 1a, I'm supposed to find x in the triangle. So you will need to understand that the three angles will add up to 180 degrees, and the property will be angle sum of triangle. So in the same thing like the previous teaching worksheet, you will form an equation first, then you do your normal algebra. Then you do the normal algebra, and then you do like subtracting both sides to find the x. So the first line that you form must come with the property. So this property where the three angles add up is called angle sum of triangle. It will be a very basic property that you will need to use. Okay, the next one is the isosceles triangle. So they never mention isosceles triangle, but they show you two equal sides. So the two base angle are the angle y. So the two base angle are the same. So from here, I'm going to form the angle sum of triangle. So from the angle sum of triangle, they do the algebra as per normal. Subtract 98 from both sides. Okay, divide by 2 on both sides. So that's how we find the value of the unknown. Okay, so some of you may be very straightforward. You may be doing some primary school thing. So like I mentioned in the previous worksheet, we try not to do the primary school thing anymore. So we try to form equation because there are some very difficult ones where you need to be able to form the equation. Okay, so this got to do with the angle sum of triangle. If you go to the next example, this is the exterior angle. So not all the students are very okay with this property. But if you are okay with this property, it will actually cut short some working. So what do we mean by exterior angles of a triangle? So, I'm going to draw you a triangle first. So the exterior angle, that means there is one angle that's outside the triangle. So this angle that's outside the triangle. So this angle that's outside the triangle is actually the sum of the opposite two. It is actually the sum of the opposite two. So that is called the exterior angle of triangle. Okay, so like I say, if you can see this, it will actually cut short the working. But if you fail to detect this property, you can go back to the very basic one. So I'm going to show you this example 2A through two methods. One will be through the exterior angle. One will be through angle sum of triangle. Okay, so maybe I will start off with the easier one first. So in this question, example 2A, I'm supposed to find x. So I'm going to find this angle first. This angle is ACB. So ACB and 74 and 58 will be adding up to 180 because of angle sum of triangle. So ACB, okay, you can find ACB, you can do your normal algebra to find ACB. Okay, so you can subtract 74, subtract 58 from both sides. So ACB is actually 48. Okay, however, our job is to find x. So ACB and x will be 180 because it's angles on the straight line. So if you do this, you also will be able to find x. So you will also be able to find x. And you will get 132. Okay, so you make use of two property and then to be able to find your x. However, if I'm going to use the exterior angle, x is the angle that is outside the triangle. It will be equivalent to the sum of the opposite two. That means if I add these two, I will be able to get my x. So if I use exterior angle, I simply say that 50x is 58 plus 74. Exterior angle of triangle. So then it will just be a one-step working compared to such a long line of working. So if you can detect the exterior angle, it will be quite short. But if you couldn't, you can still go for your angle sum of triangle or angle from a straight line. It will just involve a bit more steps. Okay, the same thing happened here. This is the angle that is outside a triangle. It's outside this triangle. So if I apply the exterior, that means y and 82 will be adding up to 115. So y plus 82 will be adding up to 115 because of exterior angle of triangle. So from here, you do your algebra, you subtract 82 on both sides. So you get a 33. So if let's say you couldn't detect this exterior angle, you can still find this blue angle because of angle on a straight line. And then you can add up the three angles to be angle sum of triangle. You will still get the same answer and you won't get penalized. Both are proper method. It's just that if you can detect the idea of exterior angle of triangle, it actually cuts short certain working. Okay, so another question. Here we got two triangles like combined, and we got two angles we want to find. Okay, look through the information first. Okay, which angle are they asking you to find? So the first one is I'm supposed to find DCE. DCE is here, and then ABC is here. Okay, so here I realized that there is an angle that's outside a triangle. And this angle will be the sum of DCE and 45. So this is the blue color thing is the exterior angle of triangle. So I am going to form an equation. DCE plus 45 degree is 146 due to the property exterior angles of triangle. And you do your algebra to subtract 45 on both sides. So here you will get 101. So it will be 101 degree. Okay, then the next one do you detect that there is a vertically opposite angle? So you need to explain. ACB is also 101 because it's a vertically opposite angle. And because of this, I can be using a angle sum of triangle to find the red angle. So there is a vertically opposite angle that enable me to use angle sum of triangle. So I'm going to present it using my angle sum of triangle. So that is angle sum of triangle. Then after that, you do your normal algebra. Okay, so you can add up 53 and 101 first. Then you subtract 154 on both sides. And that's how you get the 26 degree. Okay, so you must present it in a flow. The sequence that it actually helps you to find it. So your working must be very clear in such a way that if a person didn't know how to do this question, the person can read and understand what's going on. That's why you must quote the property. Which property are you using? Okay, so these are all some sample questions that deals with triangles. So most people will find triangles not so difficult, but you must present in an equation format supported by a property.